Investigating the old watchtower, the borders of Otren from the old kingdom that's now being consumed by the other countries, found that the old guards and soldiers that seem to be on the edge that were capturing refugees and others fleeing the country as it's torn apart were all being captured and turned into slaves. A few others with a more sickly fate. After dealing with those soldiers and quickly investigating the tower, you found that there had been some crazed commander that either broke off or seemed to have been abusing this location, selling off and making extra money. Came around the corner after what seemed like she popped some form of alchemical potion, which you now have one after swiftly dealing with her, Ramus going down for a brief moment and blacking out after she impaled him and stabbed him with her short sword. After slaying her and her returning to her normal size and taking some of her better equipment to improve yourselves and also to give a little more stability, you let out what seemed to be one of the only survivors in this entire place, aside from yourselves, which was Lyra, an elven priestess of Lathander. She attempted to heal Jin, in which he told her to be gone. He doesn't need useless people. In which she decided to sit over by the statue and briefly wait as she prayed, knowing that she probably wouldn't be able to make it back on her own. After exploring the basement of the old watchtower, you found a few skeletons, some of the old soldiers that still swore oath and are still protecting what's left down there, though old, musty, and moldy. You explored a good portion of the basement and found, aside from skeletons, a very large wall that seemed to almost be like an anti-gravitational field as everything was floating there. After investigating a little bit briefly, as the water wasn't pushing into the area, Thalos threw a bone at the wall after seeing that there was something there, and after it connected with it...
No, it was me.
Sorry.
It was Ramus.
After seeing it connect with the wall and it got sucked in, suddenly realizing it came to life and started sliding out of the small cavity of the building that it slipped into.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
Started coming after everyone, and in a mass panic and battle and desperation, trying to break free, Jin got immediately consumed first and followed by another two. As Lyra came down and heard the commotion and everyone running around screaming and yelling at each other, water splashing around, she came down to her horror with her symbol of light to see everyone being consumed and only two left as they were trying to fight and free them. Thalos managed to spear the last bit of life that seemed to hold it together before it fully erupted and started dissipating in the water. Lyra came over and started healing those that she could as the rest came over to help stabilize and keep the others' heads above water so they wouldn't drown in their state of unconsciousness. To which after you grabbed the chest, cracked it open after the terrifying endeavor, decide to sit down, especially seeing after with a good detect magic spell that some of these items were very magical indeed. After sharing hard-earned loot and clearing out a old camping spot for the enemy from Shishipuniki, you managed to divvy out what was yours, have a good rest, and collect a few items of interest, as well as figure out what they did, and have a nice meal with some of the supplies that were left over from the soldiers that were staying here. Aside from the smell of rotten, festering bodies, as well as fresh blood on the stone, it was a fair deal safer than sleeping out in the wilds on the jagged wastes. At this point, now we come back as the night is finally over. Jin was keeping watch after getting his rest and getting used to some of his new pieces of equipment. His new necklace, the periapt, so aptly found, of wound closure, which probably come in handy considering how many times he throws himself on the front line. And Lyra just preparing at least some meals, even though it's not the most elegant of meals. It's from the supplies that the soldiers had left over, and making sure at least everyone gets something to eat before you continue on with what you choose to do, of either finishing exploring the basement or other locations of the towers, or just immediately deciding to return to try and get over the border to Otren.
Quick question. Our cart outside, is it just a cart or are there horses?
There's no horses at all. When you initially checked by it, you could see that there was blood on it, as well as a rather gnarly leather whip that seemed to have some form of canine teeth embedded with the braids of the whip itself. There's very clearly a human harness, as well as bloodstains on some of the wagon pieces. You could definitely take off the harness and other such and still pull it along, but you could tell it was a much more sickly design.
Alright, so we gotta figure out how to get that back.
So, as you're all having your meals and sitting there and figuring everything out, Lyra just kind of looks at the rest of you. I have to thank you for at least letting me out, and I do hope you are at least planning to go over the border to Otren. I know where Barncombe is. It's not far, but I would imagine quite a few people have already fled there already. It's curious.
We actually left. Oh God, that's not the voice. Hold up.
Hot fire, Nick.
Actually, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a hose.
Oh yeah, that's actually smart.
You just reminded me.
Well, we actually left a group of refugees earlier, so yeah, a great number of people have been fleeing into Otren.
It's comforting to know that at least some of them made it, instead of being caught by these monsters.
Well, I think we said it before, but you're more than likely to make it with us if you travel with us. That was a redundant statement.
It was, but I'll look past it. You did lose a lot of blood yesterday.
Look, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Of course.
It's up here. That's where the voice is. It's up here.
Of course you are. I will be sure to keep a special eye on you while we travel.
Why? Why?
No reason.
Okay. I would. Who's next to me? I would turn to Thalos and be like, I think she likes me. She should know that I'm a monk. I have like oaths of celibacy shit. Also, I'm a bird. I don't know if she's down for that.
Give it a shot.
I offer one my spirits to defend yourself. And defend yourself. One does not know what will happen on the road.
I definitely have no intention of going alone. I've seen some heinous beasts in my time. I've would rather fear what survived the burning of the forests around here.
Do we head downstairs to get whatever's left and take it to the cart and pull the cart, or do we just leave back to the city?
With Ramos, we should finish what we started.
Agreed.
All right.
So we're going downstairs?
Well, we already went upstairs, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go downstairs. Let's check what's in the basement. That's not spooky, right?
There was just a gelatinous cube down there last time.
There was one room left?
Yes. Or two, actually. I mean, we explored, I think, 3 of them down there.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which direction is downstairs. Is it this way? Or is it over here?
Yeah, over where Rain is, the green slime going down.
Lorraine.
Members.
Lyra will go over to Jin, tap him on the shoulder to wake him up as he's sleeping on the boxes. Your friends have gone back down.
Did you just like sprint?
Sister!
Hi.
So,
How the hell do I always end up in front?
because
Good luck. Really
Meet
good
you.
luck.
you got that pretty armor. Don't worry, you got a periaptive wound closure. If you go down, it'll at least keep you from bleeding out.
I can't see anybody else.
Oh, hold on. Let me double check here.
Because you're a blind bird now.
Shit.
Can you see now?
No.
The fact that we didn't go this way.
Let me reload.
Yeah, I was about to say you might be stuck. Yeah. As you do look around, you do see the chest that fell out of the cube with the rest of your party, all emptied out. You don't see any remnants of the slime that dissipated in the water. Seems to have completely dissolved, no longer able to hold itself together and malleable anymore.
Ew. So we're like in it now.
Oh, there's always 3 feet of water. It's just, maybe it's a very light layer of it that you could be in. You never know.
My lighting
Yeah,
engine
like
is bugged.
snotty, gelatinous cube water.
Where?
Did that help you, Ziri?
I don't know why my lighting engine is bugged. It doesn't update correctly if I scroll up and down on the page. It just fills in extra darkness every time. And I have to tab in and out to fix it. It's weird. I've never had this problem before. Well, except last time I had the same problem.
Oh, I know they had a huge update, so. But don't worry. It's this and the upstairs that I have dynamic lighting on, so
Okay.
you'll be free of it soon.
Thank God. Alright, well, let's check. Did we check everything? Is there anything else we need?
Well, I
There's
don't
some empty
remember where we last looked in. Do you guys remember which rooms we went to?
I remember we looked down here,
Right.
and the cube was on this side over here. Did we look at the stuff that was up?
No.
Alright, so we should check out over here then, right?
Nobody wants to walk directly in, huh?
I fly in. I'm flying about an inch above the water.
I learned my last
And
lesson.
Remus should watch the door.
Jin just stands there at the edge of the water like, I'm not going in.
You're the one with the shield.
I'm also the one that was swallowed up by the cube.
It's true, he's got PTSD right now.
Oh,
I'm
your
looking-
faith is wavering.
But as you look around, you could see that this is an old barracks room. Everything seems to be disintegrated, destroyed. Though you do see in the corner, old-looking footlocker. You kind of dig around, pull it along. A little bit heavy, not too much, but you can snug it around. It still has a very old and rusted lock from sitting down here in the water for so long.
Interesting. Can I try to...
The lock. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I smacked the lock. I'm too curious for my own good.
This is fine. I was holding it out to people.
Yeah.
I'm not strong.
So, especially since it's been soaking in the water so long, you smack the lock, it just pops right off the front.
I would love to open it and see what's in it. I open it, and I look. I look before anybody else can look. What is it?
So, as you look inside, you end up finding a curious sight. Not gold, but you do see what seems to be about a good 59 electrum pieces there.
Ooh.
It looks like the old Tower Guard's payment chest.
I haven't seen electrum pieces in forever. Hey guys, check it out. And
What is it?
it's
Religious
electrum.
greed.
It's money. So what? We've got 5 of us. It's 53, 10. And I'll take the extra 3. You know, finder's fee. Everybody gets 10 though.
Okay, so I grab my share.
I pass out 10 coins to everybody.
Finally, some sort of payment.
So this is electrum. It goes in between. It's like the round silver one.
It's right in between gold and silver.
Electrum. And electrum pieces, it's 5 electrum pieces for every 1 gold piece. The conversion is really weird.
It is.
Yeah, that's kind of strange
Alright,
number.
can we move on to the next one, guys?
Splits off crap. Left or straight?
So, you go in there. You kind of look around. Looks like old and degraded. You can see there's a good amount of mold on the walls. You do look over in the corner and you see what looks like just a couple of old rusted pieces of metal, probably old armor. It looks so far as you could tell from the rotted wood and splintered pieces that are lying around. It's apparently old armory in the basement that they had, but everything's degraded rather badly.
More garbage. Next.
Before we go, is there any moss on the wall?
Thank you.
Josh,
What'd
is there
you
any
say?
moss on the wall?
Moss. The mold on the wall itself. If you want to discern exactly what that is, you can roll a nature. For this,
No jams.
yeah. Unfortunately, as you kind of look around, you could tell if you disturb the moss, it might kick up some spore clouds. You're not entirely sure exactly what mold and moss this is, but you know if you disturb it too much, you could end up choking yourself on it pretty badly.
Oh,
Alright, so
Yeah,
stop
I
there.
avoid it.
Everyone freeze there for a moment.
uh-oh.
As Rain, as you come around the corner, you look around, you see what looks like the other side of the old barracks as slowly 3 remnants of the soldiers that remained in this tower slow turn to you and start raising up spear and shield as they see you as an intruder.
Undead or zombie?
For this, she sees skeletons. So, everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
I don't wanna.
Right.
I'm afraid. I'm afeared.
Then they will consume you.
No, I'm not tasty.
They're all bones. They don't even have skin no more. They gotta get some form of meat on them.
These are like Skyrim skeletons though, right? Like they're little. They suck.
Yeah, these are pretty much the same kind of ones that you were experiencing before. They got speed, but they don't have durability.
Well, one has speed.
That boy's ready. He turned around. He's like, I'm gonna get that.
You smell pretty.
I like the smell of your skin.
You got a pretty mouth.
This isn't awkward at all.
It's supposed to be.
Spicy.
Gotta go with that discount music. Oh.
There we go.
Let me unmute Roll20. There we go.
Yeah, because the fan burst broke all the soundtracks I had saved initially. Were gone. So I'm like, fuck. Now I have to go.
Yo,
with
Josh.
Yeah.
Every time I try to roll initiative, it says you want to send the results of this roll.
Click
to
your token.
Tracker.
Yeah,
Click your token first.
Yeah, click your token, then initiative. There you go.
Proud of you.
Manually add this.
What the hell?
There.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, who goes first?
The decaying soldier.
No.
No, this is terrible.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
So as he sits up fully and starts running from the old ancient waterlogged bed, he runs straight towards you, Rain.
Oh, great.
And he's just gonna immediately try and lance you with his spear as he comes barreling at you.
Oh, great. Phenomenal.
And he'll just manage to hit you with an 18.
Oh,
See,
no.
comes in quickly and gets past your shield and just slams right into the side of your leg.
Damn.
Ends up doing
Fuckers.
6 damage as he pierces the top of your leg as he comes running up from around the corner. Zero Uramus, you see this thing just appear out of nowhere as it caught her off guard when she turned the corner.
Ah!
Rain.
So it's my turn.
Yes.
I want to swing at them at my mace since he's like super close.
Alright. You could do your mace, or you could switch out from your shield to your two-handed great club.
How would I swing?
For that, you just have to state it, because you could switch freehand, and just keep in mind which one you're carrying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so then could I do that with the great club?
Yeah. That will hit. Go ahead and smash that damage as you just crush into this skeleton in retaliation. Oh, click the word great club in the chat on the right. There. Oh, Jesus.
Oof. Oof a doof.
So he
Max damage.
Yeah, he comes running over and stabs into the part of your leg. You just quickly grab the great club and just and scatter him into the water entirely, just one-shotting him.
Bastard.
Good job, sister.
Thank you. Can I heal myself now?
Yeah, you could bonus action healing word yourself.
The healing word or cure wounds?
Healing word.
But remember, that's going to take a spell slot.
Yeah,
Not
well, I
bad.
want to stay alive early on.
That's true. And you got all
You
your
have
HP.
allies.
Well, she can, so why not?
That's true. And you smash him across the room, and you quickly put your hand back down on your leg, and you cast a healing word, and you, Ramus and Zira, you see the wound just completely seal back up, and just the one red stain from where the wound was.
Finally, you hit something that's not one of us.
Right? Come at me, bro!
Fucking got him!
I told you I was useful.
Alright. Would you like to stay there? Because you still have your move action. You can move 30 feet.
I would like to... Yeah, I think I'll stay there.
Alright.
I'm feeling a little confident today.
Ramus.
I obviously light my sword, because I know they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? No, I do not, because it's just basic ass bitches. So, no, I don't.
Not for these basic bitches.
I move a little closer to gauge how far the other ones are. Am I close enough for a crossbow?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so I crossbow the dude closest to us. Because if he's not going to, I'm not letting him get close to me.
Oh, God. Go ahead and
Holy
flick
fuck.
that hand crossbow, because
Wow.
you fucking just immediately, you turn the corner, you see the one sitting on like the edge of the old decrepit bed, and just head just vanishes, just crumbles there on the bed.
Hate skeletons, especially in sewers, basements.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, sorry.
yeah, fuck that guy. No, that's it. Fuck that guy.
Ziri.
Oh boy. Here I go killing again. Alright, so I'm gonna fly up, say 10 feet in the air. And position myself in the air above Ramus. And is only this guy alive? This guy in the white with the
That
white
one?
background?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
still carrying around an old war banner. It's
Okay.
too tattered and ruined to be able to really tell what it was.
Okay, so with the last of my movement, I'm gonna get here, and I'm gonna chuck 2 daggers at this man with my hands.
Oof.
A 22 and a 10.
22 will hit. The other one goes flying, kind of connects with the old shield as he gets hit by the first one and turns around.
Okay, minimum damage 4.
Just smashes off a little bit of bone, scatters into the water. Turns to face you.
Not as effective as you might think on just bone.
Jin, you hear the commotion.
Ta-da!
No dash?
I don't have a dash.
You can use your action to dash.
Yeah, you would use main action to dash. Rogues can bonus action, because that's one of their skills. But you can still run up on them, but you wouldn't be able to attack them. So it's basically like double moving.
No.
Okay. Would you like to hold an action for like if he approaches or anything?
Yeah.
Alright. So, ready action, attack him as soon as he gets there. Oh, which he will come barreling at you, so go ahead and make your attack, brother. Oof. So go to swing at him, kind of snap off the top of the banner, but doesn't fully connect with him. Glances by. He's gonna try and impale you with his spear. Which he'll fail immediately. It's just a clash of armor and you snapping his banner. He just glances past you.
Didn't see that coming. I shout at Jin.
Phallus.
Then. Can I take a shot at it from here?
Yes, you can. You can
Can
see
I
it.
toss a spear?
Alright.
I toss a spear. I try to sever his spine, since he's just bones.
For that good spot. Ooh. Especially trying to pick that target, and especially with him interlocked with Jin at the moment. You go to throw it. You try not to hit him, and unfortunately it goes just a little too wide and glances off an old piece of armor. Rain.
Oh man.
Kill this fucker.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna use Great Club again. Do they have to be like super close to me for me to use that on them?
Melee range.
Yeah, you'd have to be next to him, in which you can move through allied units, like Rammus and all that.
You could move up to
Okay.
the square right here.
Mm-hmm. There.
Okay. So.
Actually, if you move here, you would have advantage, but it's out of character knowledge.
That is true. If you go around and circle around, you'd be able to click the advantage button and then attack with the barrage. But you still smash him anyway. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright. Just immediately come up from the side, just smash him into the wall, and he just scatters.
Bye bye.
Ha! She is finally with us.
What do you mean finally?
She's
Been here this
so,
whole time.
You're putting in the work. Proud of you. Good job.
Aw.
I go get my daggers.
go find them amongst the ruins and kind of scoop it up. You get a little old feather bed stuck to it, and another tattered cloth.
Ew, gross.
But looking around, you could tell that this was the other part of the barracks that the soldiers stayed in down below.
Is there anything interesting, or can I use investigation?
Go ahead and hit a nice investigation.
Is that Samuel Jackson?
Yeah.
You,
As you do kind of dig around, as old as and decrepit as some of these things are, you can see that some of the footlockers are intact, so, you know, common sense. You start popping them open, quickly digging through. Yeah, as you do open it, you do see, like, other pieces of clothing you just whip through. They start tearing. They've been soaking down here so long. You actually find a +1 dart. It looks like somebody was using for an old game down here with the rest of them. Somebody decided to enchant it so it wouldn't break. You also
Finish. I'll do my actions out there. I didn't know there was more.
Alright. You also find amongst the other footlockers a very small potion of healing. Still intact. A wax stopper on it, as well as an unbreakable arrow. It's next to a very old and tattered bow. It looked like a practice shot shooting range that they kind of did a makeshift here in the barracks. But the arrow itself still seems in pretty good shape.
I pocket the arrow and the potion, and I hand the dart to Zuri.
I examine it with delight. Does it have any other distinguishing marks or anything on it?
I'm not going to throw it at anybody, so you throw it.
So you give the dart a look over. You can see that even though the tail feather of it itself is still a little wet, doesn't seem to actually really have any damage to it. Still has a very beautiful metal sheen, and you can see on the back end of the dart, it looks like a small little dragon eye.
Interesting. I'm not magically inclined, but does it seem to have any kind of magical?
For that, you kind of do get a feeling, because obviously you'd spend time with it, that if you were to successfully hit somebody with this, it would do a little bit more than just the +1 damage when thrown. Not entirely sure yet, but you know, it has a little extra to it.
Hey, pretty boy. You've got armor and stuff, right? You do. What if I threw this at you? How would you feel about that?
As long as
I
you
feel
don't
like
crit
I
me.
would possibly. I feel like this could go very well or very badly. I'm excited to see which.
Oh, okay, great. Well, you stand over there, and I'm gonna stand right here, and you and just I'm gonna throw this at you. Okay, and I take it, and then I throw it at him. Do you want me to roll a dart attack?
Yes, I do. Headshot. No.
It's an 8. I don't know if it has any pluses or anything to it.
For that, it would have a +1, so it'd be a 9, but that's still definitely not going to hit Jin.
Okay.
You whip it, though, and it hits his shield as he kind of holds it up, you know, guarding his face and chest and such. And as soon as it hits the shield, you see a little burst of flame.
Interesting.
Upon
I thought the paladin was going to try and catch it with his hands.
Is that a +1 to damage and to hit?
Yes. Magic properties count for all that.
Okay.
So once you put in the magical property, it auto-calculates that for you.
Cool.
And then also, on the side note, for extra damage, aside from just dart damage, put an extra d4 fire damage.
Cool.
So a nice little extra surprise when you hit someone.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to start using my darts more.
But amongst the other ruins of the bed, aside from the few other footlockers, not really much else is kind of here. You can see everything's just kind of degraded metal and rotting bed pieces, little makeshift archery ranges that have long rotted away.
Alright.
I mean,
I
got the
guess
other.
time to leave this.
We've searched everything else, right? That's it.
Oh.
Yes, let us leave this nasty dungeon.
I'm with it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Somebody the barrels of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
About the barrels of meat.
Oh, are we willing to pull that cart back to town?
I mean, I can't pull it. I flex my very skinny arms. Hollow bones and all that, you know.
You pretty boy, could you use the walkout?
Of course not. I'm too.
We'll take turn.
2 beef.
All right.
Actually fill up my water skin with some of the meat from the other room.
All right. You see the
Yeah, I guess I do the same.
And as you are doing that, you could see across the hall where there obviously was statues previously, a little ripple across the top of the water. Oh, it's reminiscent of like how you've seen fish on a lake kind of catch something real quick and pull it down.
Can you make a perception roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me perception as you kind of search the surface of the water and everything else.
Listen and things.
Alrighty. As you kind of look at the surface of the water, you can tell it's not really hiding. And especially taking a moment to do that, you'd be standing at the edge of the hallway. Who else was getting mead with him?
I
Me.
was.
Let's go ahead and place yourself where you think you would be as Dallas is kind of looking down the hall.
Just
As you do so, you can actually see looks like a bunch of fish. Seem to be kind of picking at some of the bones.
this is not normal for fish, is it, Ramos?
Well, probably tastes like ass, but if you want some, I'll try it second.
Oh, ha. Well, that's a lot more than one fish.
Mm-hmm. You do see quite a few of them. They're all...
Let's stay sober this morning. I back out of there.
All right.
So do we try to catch some? Oh, that's a lot of fish. Oh,
You're blocking my exit.
Is that right?
You know what? Let's do this.
No.
Let's do it.
What? No.
Can I grab like a rock?
Sure.
I want to.
Can
I
somebody
want to.
like electrocute
I
the
want to.
water?
I want to like splat. I want
we're
to
in
toss
it,
the
so
rock
no.
like a little bit in front of the fish, like right there, and just kind of like splash it down right in front of them.
All right.
See if they do anything. See if they react in any way.
So, as you just kind of lightly toss it over, you can see the fish just immediately just pivots, turns, and then the other two behind it just immediately follow in a chain and like are searching the water here.
nope.
Not nice fishies. Not nice fishies.
These
They're
are
actually-
the fish that try to eat you.
That chest and that what looks like a wreckage of a crate, are those actually there? Are they actually sticking out of the water? Like, would we be able to possibly move those and block that entranceway?
Or even stand on them.
The chest itself is the one you got from the slime. That one's kind of sunken below the water. But the crate itself looks like you could probably easily move that in the way of the tunnel here, where all the fish are.
Okay, so yeah, I help him.
All right.
Like a strength check or anything? Or
For that, no, it's actually pretty light, especially kind of pushing it through the water. The little bit of buoyancy it still has that allows you to kind of just shuffle it over. So let me just throw down a temporary crate to block off. All right. So you push it into the way, and you can see that some of the fish, they all start getting sense of the commotion going down, and they all start filing in, and they're kind of like looking around the crate, almost like in curiosity, and wondering what it is. And the little wave that goes down, you can kind of see there's a few more surface tensions that kind of break as where the water seems to go a little bit deeper.
looks like it's holding them for now. Get your skins while you can.
Let us be quick and then get out of here. One of these waiting for us.
So yeah, you easily have time, especially with the crate in the way, and go fill up your water skins. You can see a few of them kind of like swarming around the crate now. They seem curious and are just kind of like swimming up and down the edges. They don't seem to really be doing much else other than sensing where all the motion is in the water. So, and,
File out.
All right.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. My computer just shut off. So I'll get back on.
all right. So, as the rest of you fill your water skins and other carrying devices for water, flagons and such, easily start making your way back. You can see the box isn't moving at all, and the fish are now locked in the basement aquarium you've put them in.
Well, still dipping. I do not want any part of anything else under here. I believe we've had enough.
Theory, you fly. I mean, it's not like the fish could get you.
No, I'm above the. I was staying above the water the entire time.
I was not, and I'm a little over this basement.
And as you come back up, you can see Lyra there. It's just kind of sitting there and just kind of calmly waiting. She sees you come back up and immediately stands up. Well, I hope you found everything you were looking for down there. Can we please get out of here?
Yes, I second that.
Let's go.
Pull up my hood and I start heading for the main entrance.
Alright. Everyone starts booking it for the door, leaving this terrible place behind.
Fuck this place.
So, immediately get outside. Oh, depends if you want to take the wagon with you. Lyra, who is
My character is different.
Oh yeah, old tokens. Hold on. Arthas.
A couple good suits of armor in that wagon. I don't know if you guys want to. I mean, should we take it? Should we abandon it?
I'm not
Take
pulling
what
it.
will not-
I'm not pulling
take
it.
what will take what will not burden out of there.
Just gonna take the few lighter parts between like spears and chainmail and such.
I'd like to make something
Alright.
off of being eaten by a piece of slime cube.
Well, the wagon itself is pretty easy. You can tell that at least two people can push it at a time. And even though the wheels are a little beat up looking, you could tell it could easily glide across the turf wherever it's dragged around.
Will it make it to the the city?
For that, as beat up as it looks, the parts still look pretty sturdy. Obviously, it's seen a lot of travel.
Okay, who's taking turns with me then?
I'll help you, friend.
Alright. Alright, so I crap back in it and start pushing, I guess, with...
So you load up all the spears and the armor and such you've gotten from the guards. Probably one or two supplies that you quickly grab from there just for extra food. It's not too heavy. It takes a little bit of effort to get it started, but once you have the wagon rolling, you can tell there's not much slowing it down other than maybe a couple of big rocks, but it's pretty easy with two people.
And we're off. Follow the yellow brick road.
As you continue down the road, Lyra is Kind of looking at the Rusty, you can see the sun symbol hanging off her staff. As she looks to the Rusty, while you're traveling, especially across the jagged wastes. So it's brought all of you together. Was it the refugees, or mayhap you just needed to escape the old home that you lost?
Money.
My home was destroyed. I had nowhere else to go.
I needed answers. Answers of a higher power.
We will seek answers from higher powers. May not always like what we find, but I hope at least you find what you're looking for. And you? She looks to Rain and Thalos.
No worries, they're
Rain or Thalos?
Rain and Thalos.
What?
No, that was my cueing them.
Oh.
I have sensed for some time a calamity is coming. I am doing my part to miss it.
Judging by this wasteland, I think you might be right.
You, Lady Rain.
Can't make money if everyone's dead, so I go where people are alive.
Rain doesn't answer. She stares silently into her face,
Lost in her sorrow.
then flips her off. Fuck you.
5 cups
Something like
deep.
that. Something like that.
And they kiss. Half elf to elf.
What
Well,
the
that
fuck
was
did-
nice. I never want to have a conversation about my feelings again.
No one's
It does bring you two twins here together. Two twins, not the other twins.
Hmm?
Brings the half-elf twins here.
yes.
I'm sorry. I'm honestly not paying attention because I'm fighting with my computer to turn back on.
Oh, jeez.
Tell that computer to stop being a punk bitch.
It's such
Well,
a
if if you're taking a moment to fight that, then I'm going to take a moment and be right back. Nothing. Excuse me.
Oh
Break
god!
them.
Temporary 5. While Rain combats the computer monster for her fucking controls back.
Commercial break. Grabbing coffee.
We have a coffee monster, a lemon monster, a cookie monster. I like that one particularly. It's chocolate chip with walnuts. Which reminds me, brother, I have to send you cookies again sometime soon.
What?
I'll have to send you cookies again sometime soon.
Those monster cookies.
I've recently made some for work, and nobody believed me because it's all new people. When I told them how good they were, I changed their perspective on cookies.
Those were some monster fucking cookies.
I'm gonna go grab a drink, and then we'll continue as soon as we're back.
I'm back. I'm back.
You're back.
Is there a way to zoom out on the? Oh wait, no. Sure. Everybody leave.
Fuck,
No.
didn't break.
Everybody did not leave. Well, most people left though.
That makes me sad.
Don't be sad. They're coming back. It's okay. Shh. Don't be sad.
Can someone catch me up really quick? Why the fuck are we next to a wagon?
Oh, we're pushing the wagon. We're
And why?
dipping. Cause we're
Oh, it's
dipping.
ours?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is ours now. We maimed everybody who was near it.
My God, he's been kidnapped.
Back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
How's your PC doing, right?
It has returned.
Yay.
Beautiful. I believe everyone's here.
So how far along the path have we made it?
So, at this point, especially going through some of the areas that you can see that there's clearly a path. Other sections that you can see, the remnants that you have to travel through. It's not bad. You can hear the creak of the wood behind you, occasional thud of metal on stone from the rims of the wheels on the wagon. It's holding up all rather nicely. You easily get out and have probably a good half day's worth of travel before finding a spot to kind of be out of sight and off the beaten path. Pull the wagon aside, and Lyra goes to sit down and do a makeshift camp the way she can. A little help get a few rocks and find what isn't entirely burned. It's more or less charcoal and something that could at least do a makeshift fire if need be. So.
Oh my God.
You said makeshift fire. Is it evening?
Yeah.
Lower my hood then.
Alrighty. So, as you take a moment to sit down and take a load off and have a breather.
Have a what? You cut out for me.
Have a breather. Sorry. I'll bring my microphone a little closer.
You know what would be good right now?
What?
What?
The meat we fed to those dogs.
Those what?
That meat we fed to those dogs.
Oh.
It was poisonous. I don't think we should have ate it.
I mean, it wasn't always poison.
So is that or face a dude and like 5 dogs head on?
I mean, I've got some rations if you need.
Let's do
I
it.
think we all have.
Mm-hmm.
Got some raspberry preserves.
Ooh. Tasty.
So, as you're sitting around the camp, kind of hear sounds like something gobbling in the distance.
Gobbling.
Mm-hmm.
Gobbling
Going
something
gobble,
or like
gobble,
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 gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Sounds like a lot of them.
I would like to fly up and gain a vantage point and maybe get advantage on a perception check.
Go ahead and give me a
Yeah.
nice perception as you're filtering around.
It's 18. I don't know why I rolled twice.
Alrighty.
Or
So-
actually, I guess it's actually a 10.
So you fly up. You kind of see what looks like a pack of birds running around on the ground. You know, looks like they're kind of pecking around and trying to find seeds and food and such.
Normal size looking birds.
Normal sized looking birds. You know, probably you've probably seen these before. And you've seen large fowl. It looks larger than a chicken. You remember, turkeys have been farmed before and collected.
Bigger than a bread box type shit.
Mm-hmm. Probably about as big as a dog, as you see these birds.
Guys, there's a lot of fucking birds over here looking for some shit.
It's
It
probably
might be,
your
it might be good eating.
I arm my crossbow. I definitely think I agree with you on that. Are they close enough for me to like take a shot at one?
Come on, guys. That's pretty foul.
Boo! Boo!
For that, yes,
They're your relatives.
yes, they are. They're definitely close enough.
Anyone wigged out that Ziri might be into eating poultry?
Look, I'm not a bird. I'm an Aarakocra. I'm a bird humanoid.
Bird
I'm not a
person.
bird. I'm Abercrombie.
Very
I'm a bird.
Shut up.
It's a non-Aarakocra. It's like me saying we should eat gnomes.
I hope not.
Listen, if he's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Well, you want
All right, let's go get the dinner.
All right. Go ahead and take a shot. Fire into the crowd of birds. Go ahead and do it with advantage, because they have no idea, and you're firing into a group of them. All right. So, you fire into the crowd. Go ahead and roll damage as you see one just connect with the side of this turkey. Just poof. With that, you kind of hear them all gobbling in panic, and they all kind of look towards you. And you can see them all start huddling up and swarming around. Hear a very loud gobble, much louder than the others.
Holy fuck.
Shit.
Dudes is hungry, they say.
From around the corner of one of the rocks, after the turkey goes down.
Holy fuck.
Shit. Holy shit.
What
I'm
kind
running
of
away.
steroid
I'm running
induced
all the
turkey?
way away.
What kind of
Giant
non-GMO shit?
motherfucking turkey monster. It's a trap. It just looks like a trap.
Turk-ask.
Oh god.
The Purdue.
Oh my
Just so you see this mutated shit.
god.
I like how Josh used those Final Fantasy cockatrices.
They seemed so fitting, didn't they?
They did. I don't know about that mutated one, but yes, they did.
Yeah. The Turk Ogre.
Sister, don't forget to click on your token and then roll initiative.
Wait, what?
Click on your token and then roll initiative.
It's true.
Oh.
Can you see the names of all the little turkeys?
Oh. No.
Oh, hold on. Let's see which one. There.
Story begins before the rich see the treasures of their new
There.
Hungry people.
Hungry Butterball.
Butterball turkeys.
So only. So only. So only two of them are squaring up, though.
Oh, those I put them in groups.
Oh.
So,
What about the big guy? Is he
the Turk Ogre's got his own inish.
Turk Ogre?
Alright,
Well,
brother.
we wanted a holiday event, and this is what we got.
The Turk Ogre has come. You've attacked his flock of turkeys.
Fuck. How the hell do I get close to this shit?
Yeah, sorry again, guys.
Can I rush in there?
I don't know, can you?
For that, you can move and dash.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're gonna think this through this time.
I'm gonna charge the turkeys. Peck, 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 peck. Sister, help me!
Well, since I can only move 30 feet, let's go here.
You could use your action, your main action, to double your
No,
movement.
We're taking our time. I've learned my lesson by now.
Are you sure? Do you want to learn it one more time? You want to run right in?
Not really.
Oh.
Class is out of session.
Alrighty. So, Jin, you
Can I
move.
save that action?
You can ready an action, which you'll set off on what you stipulate. Like, if one approaches, you just
Okay.
smash it. And...
So let me ready an action just in case.
Yeah. Alright. The Turk Ogre. He sees another bird.
No, I'm flying. I'm really high up, remember?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah?
I flew up to get advantage on the perception. He can't get me.
He
I'm too
runs
far
up.
away. No, I'm so far. No, I'm so far away. I don't think you understand
You
about how far away I am. I'm so incredibly
It sounds like it's mating
far
season.
away.
He sees you.
God.
No.
You see him pick up a rock,
Oh god.
and he
He's a tank.
he whips that shit at you.
It's dead right. Fuck. I'm so nimble. I'm so nimble and good.
And he will just miss you as it whips past your head.
Oh. Oh. Ah! Holy shit!
Fellows, You see this abominable creature come around the corner. A huge ripped body with gangly arms and legs and a head of a turkey, the size easily that of an ogre.
I'm sorry. That's great. The head of the turkey. The head of the turkey's killing me. All right. I'm going to run here. I snipe at it.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Sorry. So you go to throw it, and unfortunately, as you kind of whip it in a little bit of panic, it sees you and just kind of like bounces back, even though you can tell it's still pretty sizable. It's jittery and jerks around its body, kind of like that with an actual turkey. Just like panicked.
Okay. Alright. Hold up my shield.
Alrighty. The hungry butterballs attack. These ones. They're gonna dash up to you, Thalos. They're just gonna start surrounding you.
Terrifying.
Is this unnatural?
This boy.
well, we won't go hungry for a while if this works out.
Comes running up the other side. Obviously, when they're dashing, they have to do their full run, so. This guy, he's only going to get about to here. Following suit. You can see Lyra like, what the hell is that? Where the hell did it come from? There's so many! With that, she's going to just try and do a Sacred Flame on one of the hungry butterballs. Which, unfortunately, as she casts the light out, unfortunately, sees the light coming through the darkness, just quickly, like, runs into the other direction. Avoids getting hit entirely. See her start moving over here to try and assist in what she can. Oh. Hold on. Double click by mistake. Ramus. The turkeys are eating you.
I roll up on this dude.
In Soviet Russia.
Turkeys eat you.
And I take a slash at him.
Alrighty.
I will not let the turkey be the end of me.
Ooh. That one will still hit, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. Come up behind it and just right into the back of this turkey. Just. Alright, will that be all?
Yeah, that's it.
Ziri. This thing whipped the rock at you, and you could tell it was just by the hair of your feathers that it just skinned by.
I'm not super happy, and I just got this new fiery dart thing, so I'm gonna dart twice. Actually, I'm gonna dart once, and then I'm going to flurry of blows using a key point, and immediately make 2 more attacks with monk weapons, which are darts. So I'm gonna do those 2, and then my last that. So I assume only the 25 and the 23 will hit.
The 11 will hit as well.
Oh, nice. So then we've got a total of 17 piercing and fire damage.
Alright, so it's just you see all these darts rain down. The first one bursts, just impaling right into his chest. You can see the darts sticking out, the scorch mark. All the feathers and down fluff on him just kind of being ripped off and other darts just immediately sinking into his chest. He sits there and just starts panicking. You can see the other turkeys start gobbling and screaming at the same time.
Teach you to throw a rock at me! And then I'm gonna fly and try to get cover from it behind this like spire. I don't know if that's a possibility. If I can get like
Oh yeah, you fly.
half cover or something.
You definitely get full cover. You just quickly
Yeah.
dip around and duck down far enough to go out of its sight.
Oh, awesome! Cool.
Obviously, it knows you're there, but yeah, it's not going
But
to be able to.
it can't get me quite yet.
Oh yeah, can't turn around and whip another rock at you.
That fuck.
All right, this
That'll be me.
pack of hungry butterballs. They're gonna spend their time running up with the rest of the pack towards you, Ramus. All right, Rain. You've never seen foul acting so foul. Oh, for that you would have to move up to someone and be able to physically attack them next to them. Are you muted, Rain? Yes, you are.
I knew that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
100%.
totally knew that.
All you. That was you saying that.
I'm having a whole conversation with myself. I actually had a question. Why is it that I can't see Jin's health bar?
You should be able to see him. Well, it could be roll 20 hiccuping again. Nope. It's because this token didn't seem to have it saved. There we are.
I wanted to try the light off. Oh. Yeah. But anyway, I assume that would not hit, would it? I hit this part of my.
For the light crossbow, unfortunately not.
That's a shame.
So-
Oh.
You fire the light crossbow and try to hit the little angry butterballs, especially the setting sun and them running around kicking up dust has just been too much to try and get a clean shot. And you think you hit it, but it kind of vanishes into the crowd of them.
Can I finish my turn by, I guess, going up to where Jin is?
Yeah. You move a full six squares, so you can easily get right up beside him.
Okay.
Jin. They're swarming.
It's a bunch of chickens, man.
It is.
Well, if we win, we can eat them.
That's true. You get a turkey dinner.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to move at an advantage near Thalos.
Alrighty.
Got it surrounded.
Advantage. Stab that turkey.
And I'm going to attack that turkey.
Attack that turkey.
That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, perfect. You just come around, just right off of its head.
Sweet.
Alrighty. The Turk Ogre. Losing vision of Ziri, keeping in with it, his nice little pack of birds. He's gonna come barreling over here. Won't be able to reach you entirely, but he's going to pick up another rock, and he's going to try and pelt one of you.
Merchant ship repaid the force.
As it comes up, sees Ramus, he'll try and whip a rock as he comes running up, scoops one up.
Of course he will.
And he'll actually miss as he whips it, and you see the big rock go flying by, bounces behind you. Now it's just kind of like kicking up dust, trying to get to you.
That's why your mother was my Thursday dinner.
Talos.
Alright, I slashed this one with my equal one. The hell out of there, but let's see if it works.
That'll definitely hit.
Come on.
Right into it. Just. Alrighty.
Alright, then I'm going to move Ramus advantage on the turkey.
Alright. Can you hear that soul caliber? It's beautiful.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't mind. It adds to the scene.
Yeah, I just got it today.
It's a fun series.
Who are you playing with?
I'm not playing with anyone. I'm focusing on our campaign.
The turkeys are going to assault Brother Jin with advantage.
The fuck?
You're so shiny they can't not notice you.
You're the pretty.
They want to give you an extra good pecking.
Well, I got something for that. Wingardium Leviosa.
Alright. So, one will miss, but the other one will kind of catch you by surprise, and he'll peck you right in your shin.
He needs a pecking order.
Oof. It's really good pecking. He manages to catch you like right on the joint of your knee.
Did he fucking crit?
Just turns around, just like gets like right underneath your armor. It's just like, you think you think it wouldn't be anything as soon as it goes past your armor. It's just like, fuck.
Josh, let me get this right. The first fucking attack crits me.
No, one attack missed you.
Yeah, one attack missed you. The other one just got by and did max damage. It was a precise attack. So.
Guys, this is gonna be my last campaign.
Oh god. So this chick's gonna turn around and she's gonna attempt to do a guiding bolt on the Turk ogre. So you're getting closer and a fairly frightening foe to her.
Yeah, this music isn't close to as good as the other one.
Yeah, it's sad. That's why I wish Fanburst didn't break. Especially right on the week of the game. She'll actually manage to land the hit on it.
It's dead. Sucks instead.
Does 15 damage. She just slams into the chest of this Turk ogre. But just immediately ruffles its feathers and just starts continuing to barrel down on all of you. You can see her panicking just a little bit and back up a touch.
Wait, what the hell just happened?
She cast Guiding Bolt at the Turk ogre.
Damn, she critted too.
Ramus.
I light my sword. Because we're gonna cook some of these.
Oh yes.
And since Thalos gave me advantage, I'm going to take a stab at this dude right here.
Alrighty. Swing that advantage. Oh, very nice. So you just immediately lop into it and one of the legs goes flying off. You can already smell the flesh starting to cook from the fire bursting off.
Turkey leg.
Dark meat.
Then Is there any way for this turkey to not, like, peck at me? Or pretty much wherever I go, I'm getting...
You could do like a full circle around him, but as long as you're next to him. But as soon as you step away one, he'll get a chance to peck you. You gonna stay there?
Yeah. Screw it. I
Don't want to be
brace
next.
myself or whatever.
Yeah, don't. Hey, looking at the turkey ogre, you're just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to, like, screw it. Brace myself, and I end my turn. I, like, kick dust at the other one.
It just gobbles loudly in anger. Ziri.
I'm gonna fly down over here and land behind this butterball.
Alright.
And assist my good friend Jin over here. I'm gonna draw my short sword and stab with it and stab with my dagger. So 12 and 5.
Definitely will hit both.
For a total of 8 whopping piercing damage.
Stab the first one. You see the turkey's like angry and like fluttering around as it's just like attached to the dagger. And you just quickly bring her around, just cut their throat, and it finally goes limp as there's just a gout of blood that hits the dirt.
Tasty. Tasty!
Set that boy aside. Alrighty.
And that'll be me.
The hungry butterballs are coming in. Everyone always eats butterball turkey. Instead, they're eating you.
Well, they're eating gin.
These ones are gonna come on down from Turkey Town. And you're gonna make 2 attacks against Thalos, 1 against you, Ramus.
Turkey.
Alrighty. So, one comes over, just immediately pecks you, Thalos. The other one follows up as you're ready, and you just quickly block it and push it away. Or actually, wait, hold on. No, oh shit, sorry. I didn't realize you had 13 AC. So, both will actually hit as they come over and start pecking at your legs and arms as you try to guard yourself. And then the other one will hit you, Ramus, with a pretty mean 20 peck as he jumps up and like smacks you right in the face with a peck. So this is damage for Thalos, not Thalos. This is damage for Ramus. Oh Jesus!
Oh, also 6. Jesus.
Like I said, he pecked you right in the face. The other 2.
You know, I was just joking the other day when everybody crits.
This one, these 2 are the ones. This is the damage from Thalos getting pecked by the other 2 that just start pecking at his legs and arms.
Oh shit!
And they just start like tearing off pieces and scratching with their claws as they're flapping up and down and kicking dirt everywhere. Rain. Don't forget you're muted.
Right. No, I remember. Did I do a shield of faith on Jin?
Yes, you can. You'd grant him +2 AC for that. Alright. And that's a bonus action. You can still run up and smash a turkey.
Lit. Okay. So, attack. I want to miss this guy.
Alright.
Back in the face.
Roll one more time because you have advantage. Alright. Definitely hit. Go ahead and roll that damage. You come around and batter up a turkey.
Better up.
Just come in and crush its side and just follow. And that's the red turkey squad gone. They gobble no more. And Jin, you have a +2 AC now as you feel your sister's power emboldening you, giving you strength.
I have the power.
So now you have 20 AC. Jin. The turkey ogre is dangerously close. Ramus and Thalos are getting pecked to death.
Savage here.
What are you gonna do?
Thinking.
The dangerous turk ogre.
The controller.
I think he's the bigger threat than the other two. Their turns are way down.
I am going to move. Over here. Give me a second, guys. There's reason for this. And I want a compelling duel with Turk Ogre.
So, you doing it from on top of the rock, I assume?
Wait, I'm on top of a rock?
Yeah.
Well, you'd be on the other side or on top of the... I was just double checking which way you go.
I'm on the other side.
Okay. And your spell DC is a 16, I believe. It should be in your spells.
Which one?
Your DC for the spell, because it's a wisdom saving throw, correct? 13.
Top of your spell page.
So do I just click compelling duel?
Yep. Alrighty. Let's see if it fails. It's a very stupid creature. It fails. As you cast this, you can see the glint in its eyes. It looks over in your direction. You start running around the corner of the rock. You can see it, instead of looking at your sister, starts to turn in your direction.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that last part.
So you see a glint of anger in its eyes. It starts to turn in your direction. You can tell it's gonna start
Starts to
chasing.
open a bag of chips.
Yes, you can tell it's gonna start bearing down on you now that you've commanded it to fight you.
I thought you said it failed.
Yeah, it failed its wisdom saving throw. So
Yeah.
It is going to attack. It's
Oh.
controlled by your spell.
Okay. So when it's a DC, if the creature fails, that's a good thing because that means it can't resist, so it takes full effect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now whenever he attacks me, he's at a disadvantage, right?
Well,
Sweet. So I can't focus any other monster, or else I lose this spell.
No. It can't attack anyone but you, or else it
Yeah.
gets disadvantage.
If it were
Yeah,
to swing
but
on your,
if
if it were to
but
swing
I
on your
think
sister, it would
if-
have disadvantage. But if it targets you, it'd still have normal attack, but no advantage. Alrighty, so you draw the ire of the Turk Ogre. Which it will come. It comes whipping around. Now wedged between you and your sister, but now it's gonna reach up with its meaty claw and come down to bare fist at you. It'll crit.
Of course it will.
I mean, it's hitting Jin, right?
And you're a fucking
That's how
crit
that goes.
You are a fucking crit magnet, and I feel bad.
You should.
But you compelled the
Why do you
duel.
have a shield?
God damn it. I fucking hate myself, and I'm laughing so hard right now because he literally brought it on himself right now.
What?
It was gonna. Oh my god, I feel bad because it's just like you forced it to come get you.
And then it came and got you.
So it's Jesus Christ.
What the living fuck?
So as the Turk Ogre comes around, you're not expecting it to come barreling over the rock as it just comes up and zoom, right across the top of your head and knocks you clean out and leaves you bleeding on the ground.
Poor fucking Jin.
You're not dead, but you're bleeding out. And then the periaptive wound closure that you have, thankfully, immediately stabilizes you, so you don't even have to make death saving throws.
Lucky is that?
This is why we...
Was that the necklace?
Yeah, this is why everyone gave you the necklace, Jin. Thalos,
Looks like we made a good call.
Yeah, you just saw this creature after Jin compelled it to chase it come around the corner and just right into the side of his head.
Well, we will never forget his sacrifice.
Stupid, but he's brave.
I want to use my. So sorry, Josh, but it looks like, and mind you, I didn't make the changes until like late, but my blood spear is not actually on my new on the roll 20.
All right.
Strike with it, but then just roll 2d6 for potentially like the health I get back.
All right.
Yeah, cool. All right. So blood spear. Spear from. Yeah.
That'll hit. Alright, and you just immediately send this turkey down as it's trying to continue to scratch at you, and you just find a good spot and just slam your spear into his chest.
So I roll 2d6. Just actually, hold on, I got it.
Yeah, you roll the 2d6 and you add that to your health. Okay, then.
I got 2.
Better than nothing. Alright.
Wait.
Oh.
For my next, I'm gonna move in. It's
Alright.
advantage again. That's it for me.
Alright, so yeah, you quickly run around behind them to give Ramus a little bit more advantage as the other one's like hobbling around to follow you. Lyra, seeing the situation at hand and the huge wound on Jin's head, gonna quickly run around to him. And she's gonna do Cure Wounds at the highest power level she can, which is at 3rd.
Ooh.
So. Ready? And so, Jin, your eyes open again to this elven woman's face as she's placed her hand upon your head, and you could feel the wound that smashed your skull in for a brief moment mending, and you your eyes refocus and you come back from the brink of death.
Thank you, friend.
We'd have to keep saving so many of you. I just wanted to make sure you all get out of here, right? Ramus.
I slice down at the turkey in front of me.
Cut that turkey down. Very nice. You just slice that turkey, just cut it right in half. Just...
More cooked meat.
It's a mixture of fresh blood and delicious cooked meats are all around Ramus and Thalos right now.
Tasty.
Mm.
And I move away a little.
Gonna try and... Alright, so he'll try and peck you. He'll miss as he tries to peck you. You get just out of reach as his claws and beak try to come down on you. Alright. Zuri.
All right. Well,
So
you know it.
Jin
You
get
love
knocked
it.
off his feet.
I'm gonna start throwing some dart. I'm a dirty dart bird. That did not have rolled with advantage.
Yeah. But both.
The team were the first.
Alright, so one will hit and the second dart will miss.
Yes, a solid 5 take.
Another dart sinks into its shoulder and turns its attention to you after the compelling duel was disenchanted from Jin being knocked out briefly.
Keep playing Ring Around the Rosie. Go back over here.
Alright. Hungry Butterball. He's only got one other target. The boy he was pecking at earlier tries to take a nice bite out of Thalos, and his beak misses and tries to get close, and you manage to keep the spear close enough where he has to keep distance. Just keeps waddling back and forth trying to get at you. Rain. You've been clucked, Jin.
Okay.
You would have advantage because Jin is awake again and you're directly across from him.
Okay. Thrice is suggesting I could get.
If you try to move away from him, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, because he could turn and attack you if you break reach distance.
Wait, what?
So basically, since he's right next to you right now, if you try and step away from him without disengaging for your main action, he can turn around and hit you one.
Never mind.
I hit him with my mace.
Alright, go ahead and roll that with advantage. Go ahead one more time. Alright, you'll hit, and go ahead and hit that mace damage. You smash into the back of the Tarkoga. Hear a nice sickly crunch as you can see the blood and other parts of the fowl is starting to seep over and looking pretty battered, but ready for more as he's looking at Ziri with a fury.
No, you can't see me. I'm on the other rock.
That's true. Alrighty. Jin, I easily assume you take half speed to stand up.
The anger in my eyes fill as I ready my sword to attack him.
Until proven otherwise, it's still a pillow.
Alright, that definitely hits as you slash into him.
And with that
There it
attack,
is.
I also imbued my damage with Divine Smite.
Alrighty. Well, that extra damage as you invoke your slots of power. You feel it.
How do I roll that? Oh, spells and then Or is it divine? I don't see it on the list.
Divine Smite. I have to double check how much you do with your Divine Smite. Hold on. Because it would be in your features and traits. So 2d8. Since it's a level 1 slot. Oh, very nice. So, go ahead and describe how you kill him.
So I take my sword and slash straight down from his head to his torso. I whisper something to the gods, and a beam of light comes striking down from above, toasting the turkey as he folds and gets ready for consumption.
Ooh, can it be a hammer? Can you judgment him?
Yes,
Hammer of Dawn.
a lightning hammer just comes down and just strikes him.
You can smell it.
I actually like Divine Smite now. That was a lot of damage.
Yes, it is. The Divine Smite is a great thing because you don't have to declare it. You can always declare it after it hits.
And be like, oh, by the way, I Divine Smited him.
Yep.
Yeah, like if you roll a high attack on something, you could just Divine Smite and bank off.
Alrighty. So, with a nice fresh cooked Turk ogre there, the only thing that remains is next to you, Thalos. The hangry butterball.
Well, I try to finish it off with my blood spear.
Alright, you definitely hit. Just one quick thrust as it's trying to bounce around you, just...
The thing I pictured right now that was Thalos looking back at the party and just stabbing the fucking butterball and just looking all disappointed.
It is disappointing. Take my 5 points back, thank you.
There you go. Alright, so after the events and intense battle, Jin, you probably have even though it's healed, still a pretty throbbing headache after getting hit that hard briefly.
Sister, help. I got a headache.
Right now.
Right now.
Pretty sure we can just sleep this one off.
Where's this lady going?
Going over to Ramus. Please, let me tend to that.
By all means.
Give you a good old cure wounds. That's 14 HP back to you, Ramus.
So I go back to max.
Mm-hmm.
My fire's extinguished. Wait, my Crimson Ray went out, so would it just be 16? Because unless I short rest, I don't think I get those 2 health points back.
Yeah.
Alright, 16. Thank you. As I collect some cooked turkeys and start passing them out.
Freshly seared turkey. Well, at least we have some fruits for the rest of the road to travel, and hopefully no more creatures like that.
Can we pause for a minute, Josh? I just want to let you know I was joking about this event, and I was joking about the critting all the time because this is unfair.
I wasn't. I wanted a turkey event. I was dead serious.
It's extreme Jin prejudice.
It's like even if you didn't take that into consideration, that's kind of like very weird how everything just critted me.
I told you, you're a fucking crit magnet, dude.
I'm all for it.
Like, you'd be amazed if you watched the playback. It's just like, oh, crit.
I need a blessing of a god or something to be like uncrittable.
You need adamantium armor.
You got critted when you did have a blessing on you.
Damn.
Actually, we didn't even prepare for this fight. Nobody casted bless or anything. It was just weird.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, everyone was expecting, turkeys. Not a
Not a
fucking
Turk
Turk ogre.
I don't know what I was more afraid of, the Turk ogre or the fucking blob.
Probably the
definitely
blob.
the blob.
Yeah.
Blob. 100% the blob.
I don't know, that Turk ogre hopping over that hill and clocking you for 23? The blob didn't do that.
See, if the Turk ogre had good music to go with it, I think it would have been the Turk ogre.
Wow.
It's possible.
Only for you.
He had a cadre of turkeys to back him up.
Who uses the word cadre?
Me. So, as suddenly a gelatinous cube spawns here.
Oh no.
So, after the intense battle and the Ramus starts passing out cooked turkey legs, managed to pluck one clean and carve them up and have a pretty nice turkey dinner, along with the extra muscular Turk ogre if you ever wish to partake in that one.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. It's probably nasty. I'm definitely not being number one to try it, though.
I am. I cooked it. I'm eating it.
So, ooh, raspberry turkey. That's some good stuff right there.
Well, it's all you, Paladin. I've got my turkey.
As you all enjoy the fine meal, Lyra kind of looking around and even looking at the twins, a little bit worried about the other one constantly going down.
It is nothing new, lady.
Yeah, he's always been a pushover.
One of you is blessed. The other one,
Shield is for him to do his hair in.
Oh, I get my darts back, by the way. I do that.
Oh, I figured as much. You're not about to leave a dragon dart behind.
No, I'm not. I do not plan to.
if you want to rest, I'll take first watch.
We need to get to town ASAP. We need to buy new armor and weapons.
Yes,
Well, I
look a little beat up there. No offense. As she kind of looks to you, Jin.
Yeah, but I struck down that Turk ogre.
It's true.
Well, I'm gonna get some rest while the rest of you argue about who struck what down.
Alright.
Are we taking this cart?
Cool. Yeah. Is she crying? Or is she just like worried?
Oh, Lyra?
Yeah.
The priestess with. She isn't crying. But you could tell there's a great amount of concern.
I ask, what's the problem? What ails you?
I would very much be dead if it were not for any of you. I would be rather upset if any of you were to lose your lives before getting to Combran and the lands of Otren. Somewhere at least safer than this horrible place.
Nowhere is safe at this point, but thanks for the wishful thinking. It's dirty business.
Indeed it is. Let's just hope there's nothing else large that will attest to him jumping in the front line again.
Well, he does his job and keep us from getting hit. If that's what he wants to do.
True. Seems to care very much for his sister.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but those religious types.
Just kind of looks at her symbol of Lythander on her staff.
Wow.
Make my way to the top of that hill, and that's where I'll keep watch from for the next 5 hours.
Alright. So.
We lived.
You survived the Turkoga. Happy Thanksgiving!
Funny.
I was expecting something, but this was not it.
The Turk ogre of doom. What happened to Jin? Turk ogre. Headshot.
Weren't there 4 of you originally? Nah, Turk Ogre.
He gobbled him up.
Get gobbled.
Alright, yeah, I'm napping. Whatever anybody else is doing.
I'll take your second
I'm
watch.
stuffed.
Alrighty. So as you sit down, enjoy a little bit of drinking turkey and have a good conversation, keep watch over the jagged wastes of burnt forest. It's all very quiet. The wind howling over the dusty plains now that there's nothing else kind of roaming the lands nearby. Seems to be good morning and a little bit warm. It's just a soft cold breeze with the trees gone, and as you kind of look around in the morning for those who had the last shift, you can see what looks like a regiment with a blue banner heading towards the old outpost that you just left. Over the way, you can see a rather menacing look group of soldiers leading at the front. Very large reptilian kind of creature with multiple legs, blackened over. A couple of knights that are still flying the banner of the Shishipuniki armies and marching alongside, but you can see as they continue to march, one in front wearing almost golden regal style armor and with a bunch of common guard soldiers, and the higher knights behind armed with what looks like heavy crossbows and heavy plate mail armor and very nice shields. The woman riding the strange lizard seems to be possibly a commander of some sort. Put them up at the top left so you can get a good visual of what you're looking at from a distance with them. Obviously, they're heading away from you.
Are these wait, they're heading the opposite direction?
Yeah, I just put them there so you can get a good visual of what you see as they are in the distance going by. You see the regular soldiers that you saw at the outpost that was with the commander. But for this, as far as you could tell, she looks to be possibly one of the generals of the army. And she's leading.
Wait, are these good guys or bad guys? Or we don't know yet?
From the colors that you could tell, bad guys. These guys are flying the banner of Shishipuniki, one of the
All right.
capitals that were attacking this one.
Well, Guess it's time to go, and the opposite of the way they're going.
Yep.
They have too much in the way of they have too much in the way of numbers. We definitely have to get away from them.
So, especially with the larger regiments, you can see that she's leading the way. Not too far behind, there's a couple of more regiments that look to have 20 soldiers per each unit. You can tell it looks like they're probably... You can tell that it looks like they're heading towards the crumbling tower to probably outpost it entirely. I'm not entirely sure how many more might be coming. For those looking over in the direction of the general and the commander, go ahead and roll me a perception as you quickly pack up and start getting out of there. Oof.
Seriously?
Alright. Bientôt. So.
Do I do it too?
Yeah, anyone who wants to, because obviously you're all looking at this. You see this, they're definitely not coming towards you. They're obviously ignoring you and heading towards the crumbled tower.
What people?
That's a regiment? I thought that was just a fucking dust storm. So, for those who got above a 10, you do see the drow, the dark elf in the front. Looks over, kind of peers over. You can see him kind of fall back from his regiment, walking a little bit slower up to the side of the general as she commands her lizard to continue marching forth as the other high guard continue marching beside her. Far as you can tell, it looks like he probably said something to her. You see a brief head turn, and then just her ignoring the rest of you, and he moves back into the rest with his regiment. But you can tell that the commander at the front clearly acknowledged you. See a chain of commands as you quickly pack up and start moving out, with other people kind of barking orders. Probably a few kind of just trying to keep eyes on you and make sure you don't get closer or anything like that.
See what we did to her.
Well, we dip.
We did to her general. They're gonna come after us hardcore. We should abandon the wagon and beat feet. Nay.
I'm here.
We abandon the wagon and get the hell out of here.
All right, let's do it.
Abandon the wagon.
Not if we don't have to.
Fine.
Is it worth taking? If we take the wagon, is it? I don't know. I guess that's a group idea.
It's
You know
riding a lizard.
You do know that even though the wagon is a little beat up, it's still probably more valuable than all the stuff put together, but at the same time, it does slow you down a bit, but not hugely.
Yeah, so screw that. I can't get paid if I don't have my life.
Well, we take the wagon, but if we see that they're actually chasing us, we drop it.
All right, fair enough.
All right. I'll take first shift on the wagon.
I'll assist anybody since I'm the strongest.
Did that count as a short rest?
That was a long rest.
Long rest? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yay, everything reset.
As you quickly do a little bit of double time, try and get more distance so you at least have visual range. You can easily see that you put enough distance behind you. You do still see the large dust cloud kicked up from the regiment moving in. Obviously, taking up a good arms at the lands they seemingly claimed for Shishipuniki, as well as to kind of meet up near the border of Otren to make sure there's no support or retaliation of their dominance.
Asshole.
Sure, those forces the only ones with the blue flag or the blue banner?
Yes. You know Otren is...
The blue banners. Well, they'll know who we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And you know that Otren flies a orange banner. It almost looks like a burnished red. That also has a very distinct symbol of a phoenix on it. So, you press on through the day. You usually make a good amount of progress through the wastes, double timing. You can see Lyra's occasionally pushing the back of the wagon just to try and keep speed up. You can see a great deal of panic on her face, almost as if she possibly recognized some of those units.
Ask her about it.
So,
Sarah, did you recognize that drow? Or that...
Well, that's a good question.
I did. He was one of the ones that came to my temple back in my hometown. Him and his general. He's the commander for the lower guard. The general pertains, as far as I could tell from what happened, to all of the high guard, and possibly only answers to maybe even Shishipuniki's king only. He has a rather wrathful temper for what I saw before getting the chance to flee.
Do we have names, reasons, anything, or just destruction?
For the drow, as far as I could tell from the few names that I did hear, he has a rather over-the-top title of being the Golden Commander. He usually ends up going by his first name, but though his regiments are never allowed to call him anything other than Commander. His name is Jashin.
Sounds like an ass. We'll acquire more once we're behind safer walls.
Yes, indeed. I would very much prefer not to be caught. I've heard.
It'd be nice to see something besides things that want to eat us and kill us.
Crit us.
Come over. Crit. What happened? Instantly dead. As for the commander with the rather brutal sickle, I've heard only a few stories about her. I would very much rather never meet her in person. She usually feeds those that she defeats to a pet. Yeah, she's Lord Commander Ziezri.
Creepy.
For her brutality is extremely renowned amongst those who belong to the armies of Shishupaninki. Though I would definitely not face her myself. Everyone else who fought her at a very quick end. Those who even wished to try and fight her one-on-one were very quickly slain. She fights rather dirty. Even in duels, she always brings her pet.
Her pet?
The creature she rides.
Oh, yeah, that looks exciting. Rather not.
She calls it Nelsis.
Oh, good. It's got a name. Great.
Lyra, we now know more than we did before.
And here I am wishing I knew less.
Either way, they're behind us. Hopefully they stay behind us. They never trouble themselves chasing down those who aren't an actual challenge or if they see as fun. If they're lucky, they'll be like when they sent it after the rest of us from the temple. Just a bunch of gods. That's how we got so far initially.
What brought you to the... Did we ask her why she ended up in the temple? Like when we found her? Or were we just like, oh, you're here?
For that, she told you she was fleeing with other refugees from the city, and she actually got caught off guard. Nobody bought her, and unfortunately, the others have been transported.
Alright, okay, alright.
Yeah, they were transported a while ago.
Okay, tell us a little bit about where you're from and why you had to flee. Were you just in their path, or did they come looking for you?
Originally, we were in their way. Our temple was a rather glorious one, and unfortunately, they sought gold, people, money, anything. I heard they were demon worshippers, but I didn't believe it until I started seeing some of the sacrifices in the city as I was leaving. Fairly sure the rest of that entire place has been burnt to the ground. Oh. The city I'm from originally was Kars.
Originally?
Yes. Well, obviously I wasn't a priestess my whole life. I have a rather extensive one, but I spent a good time in Kars, worshipping Lythander and bringing people into his light. Unfortunately, the smoke of war has clouded the skies.
Oh, that's depressing. Where'd everybody else go?
I'm right here. I'm just like listening to you to the whole thing.
They don't.
Here's asking.
Jim?
What?
Everybody else is playing video games.
I think I have a headache.
This is not true.
Can I use? Hold on, I was just looking at. Can I use survival to do like counter tracking, sort of dust over the tracks we're leaving?
Oh yeah, roll it twice. Especially, I would imagine you try and do that early on to try and hide, especially the cart tracks. All right, so yeah, you especially with the fact that it has to be a little more quick. You know, you're quickly dusting over, kicking some of the dirt, and even like grabbing a rock or two and dragging it and dragging your spears and such to try and mar the tracks. You feel like it's a pretty good job.
Okay.
So.
I trust you all. Sorry.
As you rush throughout the day, If you get enough distance, and then the regiments or armies are really visible. You start seeing the edges in the distance, the mountains and regions, open plains of Otren. And get a little more comfort. You can see Lara's not as panicked, but still eager to at least get within reasonable reaches of the home capital and lands of Otren, especially to get back to one of the villages that she had mentioned before, Barncombe.
Are we still rested, or have we been like moving the whole time?
For that, you've been, I would assume, moving a good portion of the time, and then probably like after a couple hours, just to try and get good distance, having a moment to eat and enjoy the turkeys you still have.
Leftovers?
Yes. Well, I mean, it was 10 turkeys. That's a lot of meat. I'd be impressed
True.
if you all ate 10 turkeys. There's only 5 of you. Well, 6 total. But as you quickly push the cart and get some more distance, keeping everything far, far away, you finally start getting further in some of the greater forests. You can see you're very close on the cusp of the Jagged Wastes. Probably won't take much more than the rest of the day to be able to get out of the Jagged Wastes somewhere a little more undercover.
Do we see signs of like Otren patrols?
For the patrols, you don't see any. Especially for the area that you came upon, and having to rush through the Jagged Wastes, not having too much time to spend on the road too much. And especially at that point, even if you do come across the roads, you would hear Lyra even suggest not going on the road, especially if that's where they originally caught her, and if an army that big is nearby, they definitely filled the roads. So,
Why are we holding onto this cart?
Because we have a bunch of stuff to sell in it.
But, like, is it really worthwhile dragging it?
As of right now, yes. Until it's not.
I have to ask. What? So I have to ask. When we reach Otren, we destroyed that one slave of stronghold. Corrected that we should be doing.
Well, first I'd like to get paid after all this junk we're carrying around. And then maybe possibly tell somebody that there's an army in the vicinity.
Surely you're motivated by more than just.
Safety first, everything else second. I guess we see where the wind takes us, so to speak.
Mm.
And Jin, is there any temple you wish to visit when we get to the confines of Otren?
Not really. I just need some armor and a new weapon for now.
Temples.
Your lack of faith disturbing.
I want to know where we can get
My
that.
lack of faith is merited due to the fact my god seems angry with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe he's just
Nothing wrong.
giving you a sign.
That you need to go to
When
church.
we were-
Aside, you are unliked.
Damn.
It's tough love.
Are we staying in this spot? Or are we gonna continue moving?
We're still moving towards the city.
How much further is the city from us?
So, as soon as you ask that, it should be about a day's travel. Even
Whole day.
with the wagon, they've set up at least a good town to. Well, it used to be a farming village, as far as I heard, but at least it's somewhere where they keep some armies surrounding the area and allow the refugees to filter in.
Oh, let
Do
me
we
see
have a-
your sword. And can I
Do we
see your
have-
sword?
Can you see what?
I see your sword.
Me? Yeah. Okay.
You're not pretty boy Jin. Check.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Brother.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
No,
Sure,
I just
take a
I
look
know
at
you took a whetstone earlier, so I'm just gonna sharpen it up.
Very nice.
Go ahead. Feel free.
It's the menial tasks, but they come in handy. Sword sharpen, say the word. That is not a euphemism.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I hand him my sword to sharpen, because screw it. It's sharpening it.
Might as well.
And I do the tips of my spears as well.
Beautiful sheen and glint. Ready for more combat.
Continue on.
So, as you press on,
And we're off.
As you press on and continue to pull the wagon, you can hear the wind howling in the distance. Finally reach the forest. At this point, you can finally breathe a bit of a sigh of relief, as you now only have to make one more day's travel now that you're in the cover of the woods near Otren's borders. At this point, you can see Lyra is no longer sweating and is actually very relieved. Even though it's a bit of a rocky terrain, it would be a little bit of a hassle to pull the wagon through. You can tell there's a good relaxing amount of tension is no longer there to give you a heart attack. The regiments haven't followed, and with the tracks being covered up, doesn't seem they have continued on after you.
Well, I guess we lost them.
And at least some safety. Can I use my nature skill to see if there's any useful herbs or plants around?
Go ahead. Oh. Especially with the amount of dust from the jagged waste, even though you try and check some of the herbs, the dry, arid charcoal and ash that's kind of washed over this part of the forest, it makes it a little difficult to tell everything apart without having to rinse it off, and unfortunately you're not really able to find anything that hasn't been withered or burnt by the smoke.
I can't see anything.
Your eyes are closed.
Close your eyeball.
Hold on. I know what to
Block.
do. I'll just turn that off entirely. Boom. Can you see now?
Yes.
No tree.
There we go. Trees everywhere. Beautiful trees.
Trees.
So,
Stop and have a drink of water.
So, stop, have a nice drink, get a little bit of water, have a nice bit of that mead that you've been carrying around. What's left of it? Out here in the woods, you see Lyra's a lot more at home. She seems very comfortable here.
And I cheekily ask, so do you feel more at home and more comfortable here?
Wow.
Fine. You look much more relaxed now than you did before.
It's been a relief not being in the open. I've missed seeing some still living nature, something that's not been, well, been burnt to the ground. I believe we're somewhere near Barncombe's foresting area. I believe it's the Brendan Pidd Grove.
Honestly, tell anything beneath all of this ash.
The only thing I know is the logging companies that used to work on the edges of Otren. There's some beautiful trees, even covered in ash. They still stand rather tall and proud still.
Well, hopefully one day someone will see it again, but as of right now, it looks pretty depressing.
True.
How far are we from the city?
About a day, if we double time it again. Of course, the wagon and everything else, I'm sure people would be relieved to pay for, and I'm sure they'll gladly just pull the colors off the chainmail and be able to sell it to those who want to help fight, or even maybe even just have a little bit more protection.
Sure. As long as somebody stays alive. And I get paid.
It's true.
Good cause is a better cause even when I'm getting coin for it.
It's understandable. I wish I did have more coin to at least give you as a thank you for getting me out of there and at least over the border.
You've thanked us just as much. You've helped us just as much.
I still feel it may not be enough.
I mean, I can say at least 3 of us are alive because of you.
The time has come to put aside your fear. I feel destiny pulls us together.
Yes, you all seem rather tightly woven together.
I wouldn't say tightly woven together. I'd say more a need to stay alive.
The twins are creepily silent.
Just flipping people off every now and then.
He's throwing shade.
Can we keep moving?
Not throwing shade. Saying there's necessity. We're all trying to stay alive. We were not like the best of friends.
More like
Quote,
circumstance
quote,
keeps us
unquote.
all together.
3 of us are at least alive because of you. The odd one out is me.
I mean, I'm alive because that's more than just you.
So, moving forward.
Listen, Miss Soul Calibur, you're not even paying attention.
I'm not playing Soul Calibur.
We hear it in the background.
Right, Alex is playing Soul Calibur. I haven't touched it. Jackass.
Ooh, spicy.
She's upset because she still hasn't got her turn.
Whatever. I'm just gonna keep walking in the forest.
Please don't bump
You
into
want
her.
Lyme's disease? That's how you get Lyme's disease.
I have a question for you, Lady Rain.
She's gonna trip
It'll
every
be better than
like.
standing here and listening to this shit, to be honest.
I have a question for you, Lady Rain.
I'm so ladylike.
Okay, well, I have a question for you, Healer Rain.
Uh-oh. Don't make me do math.
Wait,
When you heal someone ill, because when you healed me, as if it were coming from a place of light, is that what you feel?
What do you mean?
You heal someone. I'm asking. Where are you pulling that power from?
What?
Because when I heal someone,
There's no fountain I draw upon. It just exists.
Thalos, between you and I, brother, she's lost her faith a long time ago. She drinks because she's angry at her God.
I feel her draw her power. It feels as if there's a strong connection there. Connection. When I heal someone, it feels like putting their wounds back together with my own blood. I feel their pain. It does. It felt like something genuine.
No. It's completely different. But I don't have it. I don't know where. I'm gonna go.
Perhaps you'll find out.
Well, sounds like somebody is angry.
And once again, I pull out my hood and I bounce. Well, not bounce.
I walk over to Thalos. Thank you for all your help in all these battles so far. You and the bird seem the most currently reliable next to the mage with the staff.
We've all done
Hey, you can count on me.
I don't know if I can count on you, but I know you can kill.
You can count on me. It's fine. Are we wrapping up this session?
Yep. So
Ooh, how much turkey killing XP do we get?
I'll find out in just a minute.
How much
as,
experience can we possibly give you in the first place?
as you
7,000.
as you do bed down in the distance, so you hear what you thought was the wind howling. Something running through the forest after you now, as you're camping out.
Damn it!
Oh fuck! Oh god!
And then in the middle of the night, you can see in the distance. They're not close, but they're bearing down on you. You only have enough time to get up and grab your gear and brace yourselves. You can see the beasts of war that Shishopuniki had brought, and the Beastmaster leading them in their pack to hunt you down for what you've done.
No shit! No!
¿Por qué?
And we'll leave off there until next time.
Oh, fuck. God damn.
What is
Alright,
that
You
fucking
do some heart
hyena?
palpitations, why don't you?
It's a fucking hyena.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's about to be a half-ina.
Oh shit, there's two of them.
And the Beastmaster.
Thalos, I thought you kind of like covered our tracks. What's going on here?
I know, right? Fucking shitty ass track covering.
I told you not to trust a drow. That dude was a tracker, like level 20. I don't even know. Let's do this.
Alrighty.
That's gonna be fun.
So how much? I want the XP. I want it badly.
Just a moment. Just a moment. I'm getting you good stuff. Getting
Okay.
you good stuff.
Oh, freaking out. Freaking out, man. Freaking out.
Okay.
So for the turkeys and all that, and a nice holiday event and such, you then all end up with 260 XP.
Should be our new total.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And hopefully my music tracks are back by then. No, Fan burst is not permanently broken, otherwise I'll have to keep going with the discount bard.
Getting in the XP ourselves, or just making sure?
The 75 should be your new total.
Yep.
Everybody.
You each got 200 and
750.
yeah. So you each got 260. Should all be at a nice even 750.
Guys, I killed stuff.
Yeah.
Partying.
You
You
did.
fucking destroyed it. Jesus. You one-shot a
So-
goddamn skeleton. That man's life. He had a life.
It's like she had like fucking bludgeon and smacked it across its head and just died.
I
I
know.
don't know what it is. Me and bludgeoning seems to be working out.
Mm,
She
better
always
than arrows.
yes, the
Right,
mace to
better than
face.
arrows, considering how many times I almost killed you guys.
The mace to face prodigy has begun.
Yep. Me and my mate.
I'm a fan.
I like that mace to face.
Fan. Alright, well, this has been very fun, but I am exhausted, so I'm gonna lead that and slide out. Y'all have a great night.
Have a
Oh,
wonderful night.
Nate, wait. What about next playdate? Did we already establish?
Oh,
We
right.
did not yet. So, do you guys want to go with the
Weeks?
3 weeks?
I will make myself available. I will make it happen.
Till
So
next.
to me.
So 3 weeks.
December 14th?
That's Friday the 14th.
Okay.
Yeah, Friday the 14th.
Okay.
I look forward to it. Have a great night, everyone.
Done that?
Bye.
See you guys then.
Night.
I mean, that may be impossible for me, but we'll see.
Dude, why didn't you
Let's
say
do it.
anything?
Well, because that's the same day Into the Spider-Verse comes out, and I might be at the movies.
Oh, it is,
but-
isn't it?
You guys
Yeah.
aren't
Probably
gonna
be
do it
at the
like
movies
midnight?
too, honestly.
You guys aren't gonna do it like Thursday night?
Probably if I could get a Thursday night ticket, but I'll fill you guys in.
Alright, cool.
Just keep us
No,
posted.
no, no. Like, not D&D Thursday, but movie Thursday. I'd
Yeah.
probably do that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Was
the
it
14th is on
that
Friday
Friday?
anyway.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I'll fill you guys in on what happens.
Okay.
Alright, later.
Caduceus.
Bye.
Alright. Yo, thanks, Josh.
Anytime. You guys are not
Thanks,
far
Josh,
from
for
your next
fucking
one.
getting me critted.
Don't worry, I'll continue to do it. I'll give you adamantine armor so you can't be crit anymore.
Now I'm gonna go play some Soul Cal. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Josh, quick question.
Yes, sir.
So I updated my my D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
It was my druid circle, and I chose like the extra spell and that kind of thing. So just FYI, in case you need to like re-upload it, I don't know how it works.
All right, I'll probably just manually change it because from here on out, it's a little easier now that I got you guys with the finer stuff.
Perfect. All right, man. Have a good night. Thanks a lot.
See you around.